Coming up on the next episode of the Celsius Pod.
Pre-gaming prom? I would 100% pre-game prom.
Nikola, no allegations. This is not the allegations podcast. Come on.
I do own the Dune Sandworm popcorn bucket.
Were you always attracted to the owl in Owl House?
Guys,
Hello, everybody.
Today is Groundhog's Day.
And the groundhog didn't see its shadow. You
Which
want to know
means-
how I found that out?
Spring
Because
comes
this
early.
morning, first period, fifth period, I'm sitting in math class. We have a sub today.
Holy shit! Wait! I
I'm
forgot my fucking root beer. Hold on.
Okay, while he's gone, I can explain my story. I was sitting in fifth period, math class. We're just reviewing for the test we have coming up. We have a substitute. All of a sudden,
Close call. Am I right, guys?
some random teacher walks in, and I thought I recognized him. And then I realized that's the choir teacher.
What?
And then the entire choir class rolls in, and the choir teacher says, "So everybody knows the groundhog didn't see its shadow today, so we wrote a song to talk about it." And then they sung one of the weirdest songs I had ever heard, and then left.
Bro, that sounds like the most fun thing ever. Why didn't they come
I
to
know,
my
it was
class?
really funny.
Bro, I love Groundhog's Day. Both the holiday
This
and the
reminds
movie.
me. This reminds me of something.
This
There,
reminds me of
guys,
a
do you remember
song.
do you guys remember the Visions speaker, the guy in the
I
wheelchair?
do recall him.
That motivational speaker guy?
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
guy that our principal brought to fix people students
This
being
CB
like,
tried to break down the walls
senioritis.
instead.
Yeah, the guy that said he blasted music at 4 a.m. at a hotel and everybody clapped.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
That's
the
what he
principal
said.
I don't
the principal
remember
got
this.
the principal got this guy to stop senioritis, essentially.
Yeah,
And,
he also
yeah.
costed them like $500.
$500?
It might have been more, actually.
Probably more
Bro, it's
than that.
Talking about something else that happened today is
We're not-
during.
Hey, we're
At
not
least
done.
minimum
Oh,
5K
okay, sorry, my bad, my
for
bad.
anything
But but anyway, he came into I was in like writer's craft, and he was all like, he came into the room, and then there's like some quote on the board. He's like, "Yes, that," and then he went in like a whole 5-minute
No,
monologue.
bro,
on
that's all
that,
motivational
that,
speakers are
that.
like, I need to connect what they're talking about to what I want to say. And they do it in like the weirdest ways.
Yeah, he's
Well,
like,
it's-
"Guys, my whole
Have
family
you heard the
died
song
in-"
Under Pressure?
He said, "My whole family died in 7 different car accidents, and
And I got
that represents under pressure because I'm under a lot of pressure to not die in the next car accident."
Yeah.
And
He
and
survived
was like,
his car accident though.
He
yeah, no, he
did.
has, he's been like, honestly, he mentioned like 3 fucking car crashes in this big speech.
Yeah.
He did.
But Nikola, what were you saying?
So my story also happened today. 7th period, physics honors. We're working on our egg drop project.
Oh,
Oh,
those are
wow.
fun.
We are building.
Nikola, just do the Mark Rober strategy. Everyone does
That
it.
was
And it always
banned.
works.
It's banned.
Oh,
They
they
banned
banned
that.
it. Okay.
They
No, my
it.
teacher. It was in the rubric before we even started. He posted it. He said the first image that pops up when you Google egg drop will be banned because it is not creative because it works.
So
It's such
true.
a stupid.
No, Mark Rober.
Yeah.
Yes. No, it's not even No Rock Rover. It just said the most popular internet design. Which it is. I mean, it is. It's the first thing that pops up. We
Yeah.
kind of copied it, except ours is much messier and ours has air brakes. Either way, halfway through assembling it, comes in. He's joking with our teacher, and then he talks to one of the people in my group, and he's like, "What you doing there? What are you building?" And it was just like, "Yeah, we're making an egg drop." And he's like, "Cool. So what are you gonna do with it?"
Probably drop the egg.
That's crazy.
And then apparently that guy in my group also actually is like doing some because he also asked him if he shared some slides with him. So I guess that's why he was in class.
Ooh.
So
I didn't know.
something's happening there.
Maybe it's to kill you. It could be that.
No, Nikola, no allegations. This is not the allegations podcast. Come on.
That's my
Nikola hates allegations.
What allegations? I don't have any.
Nikola,
The weekend, more like the month. Why is he still
Nikola,
here?
have you beat the gay allegations yet, though?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Okay, let's get into what we're watching.
What we're watching. Who wants to go first?
Jack Skellington is back in the item shop.
All right.
So
okay.
true.
Beck gets to go first.
I will go first. First thing I watched 3 episodes of Carol and the End of the World. Now, this
Is it
movie,
good?
or not movie, it's show. Show is 10 episodes. I thought it was 4 for some reason.
Why did you think it was 4?
I don't know. I just had the
That's such a
assumption.
weird number, Beck.
Guys, this
Who
is
thinks
4.
of 4 episodes for a show? 8, 6, 10.
Okay.
4.
So
Yep.
it's not 4, it's 10. But now, like, you get, like, the general, like, overarching thing where it's, like, there's this woman and there's a giant meteor coming towards Earth and it's the end of the world and everyone else is like, I'm going to climb Mount Everest. I'm going to do everything on my bucket list. And she's like, I don't know what to do. So she just starts working at an accountant office. And it's all about just, like, other people in the office who are also, like, I don't know what to be doing. And then she has all her family members are doing all this crazy stuff. And it is very good. It's very thoughtful. Like, what would people do if, like, the world was happening? And what's the deal with someone who doesn't really do anything, even though she knows the world's ending?
Yeah.
Next thing I watched Watchmen. Famous from How
Which one?
Science
The
is
show?
Explained in Movies thumbnail.
The one
No,
where
the
he
movie.
says, the one
Oh,
where he says,
the
it's so
Zack
sad
Snyder one?
Steve Jobs died of Ligma.
Yeah, the movie one by Zack Snyder.
Zack
Why-
Snyder.
So I watched that, and the only thing I know about the movie was that the Rorschach dies because Steve Jobs died
Because
of
Steve
Ligma.
Jobs died of Ligma, and he didn't know that.
What does this mean? Is
Like,
is this
that-
real?
No.
I'm not
No.
looking up Steve Jobs died of Ligma balls, okay?
You
He
should.
didn't. He died
You
of
should
cancer,
actually search-
guys.
He died of
You should
Ligma.
actually search that up.
Okay, but Beck, yeah, no,
Basically,
it's,
there's this meme where it's like the guy kills the guy and he's saying Steve Jobs died of Ligma, and then the guy's
Is
like,
that
"Who's
where it
Steve
originates
Jobs?"
from?
And then he died.
That's where the joke
there's like
originates
they
from,
dub
yeah.
it over.
Well,
Oh,
no,
okay.
yeah, they dub it over, but I think that's where the Steve Jobs Ligma balls comes from.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
But,
interesting. New fun
but it
fact.
is, from what I remember, it was a pretty good movie, right?
it was pretty okay. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that was just like, why
It's
is
kind
this
of an
in
in-
here? But
It's
they
kind
were
of interesting
Ligma
movie
balls.
because it represents like one of the most infamous comics of all time, and the comic creator infamously said that he did not want his comic to be made into a movie.
yeah.
But it's also kind of interesting because it's a pretty big movie, a superhero movie, but I always feel like it always is kind of skipped in the history of superhero cinema.
Yeah, it kind of felt like it was maybe one of the first to be like analyzing like evil superheroes and like analyzing superheroes and the concept of them. And then now
The
there's just
concept
like
of superheroes in reality.
that's
yeah.
like over talked about now in like every single like show and movie about a superhero.
It's like
yeah.
But
how
there were some
in-
really cool parts. Like I really like Olive Rorschach. He's very fun. Yeah, but there was a ton of like weird stuff. It's definitely like a Zack Snyder film, and I've watched a couple of his.
so you might be able to
what
say
happens
that
in the
like
movie?
the way that like
You won't-
this
Bro,
is to
I don't know what happened in this movie. All I know, like I started the movie confused, and
you
then
could say
I was
this is to the
confused for
superhero
around half
genre
of it.
what
And
the
then at the
other
ending,
show
it
is
kind of
to
made
like the
sense.
multiverse saga.
But now
It's like-
you're interrupting Nikola. You gotta let Nikola speak.
Wow. Okay.
That's
Nikola
thing is-
interrupted him twice.
What
Yeah,
I'm
but-
saying
I was
is
talking first.
sentence.
Watchmen is to like the bad superheroes genre what like Invincible was to the multiverse genre
Mm.
because they
I mean,
both did
no.
it first.
I guess.
I mean, Invisible definitely did not do it first.
Did the multiverse superheroes? They definitely did it before it was like popularized at least.
Mm.
Well, I mean, are you talking about like the early comic of
Yeah,
Invincible?
the comics did multiverse before it was like a mainstream thing.
That is true.
All right. Well,
But the thing is, Beck, what I suggest, I think you should watch the HBO show of
is
Watchmen.
it the same plot as the movie or different?
I think I watched
no.
the HBO show. No,
The HBO show is really good, and it takes I think it takes the like the genre of Watchmen and kind of elevates it to be more about like in modern America. And I think like it's a
but
better
it
it's a
does
better
have Richard
version.
Nixon in it, so it's automatically an amazing film.
Yeah, he says Aru. That's right.
Beck, you should just go as next Halloween. You gotta go as like Richard Nixon.
That'd be funny.
You gotta go as Robot Nixon.
All right. Next thing I watched like the first 20 minutes of Dune, and I thought, hey,
Wow.
this looks insanely well shot. Really cool
Of
effects.
the first Dune or the second one?
First Dune. The second one.
The second out?
No,
I
it's
don't
coming
think
out
so.
like
No, it's
next
about
month.
to come. They're
So
doing like
I'm-
a bunch of promo
I
right
want to
now.
watch Dune just to be like
We should
to
watch it
watch
all
the
together.
second
The
one in
second one.
theaters.
Yeah, I want to see it just so I can get the popcorn bucket.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody.
we
Oh
should
yeah,
have
the
the
popcorn
popcorn
bucket.
bucket.
We have to go to the AMC then. We'd have to all go to AMC.
Oh,
Yeah.
cringe.
We can all
But-
we can all share the popcorn bucket.
But
But,
Dune is good so far.
no.
I will tell you how I feel about it after it actually
I love how
ends.
Beck said I watched the first 20 minutes and this is really goes in his list, you know? Like does that
Yeah.
even count as anything?
You know,
I don't
I
know.
won't include 20 minutes of a movie next time. I just put it down because I thought I was gonna finish it, so I put it on my list and then I didn't finish it.
You put it on your list while watching it, Beck. You literally, I asked you if you wanted to play a game while you were watching it, said okay, and then stopped watching it.
What?
Remember, I asked you to play Power Wash Simulator, and then you stopped playing
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Or you stopped watching it.
So, and then I thought like, oh, I'll put it on my list and then I'll remember to come back for it. And then I never
And
came
then you
back
didn't
for
come
it.
back for it.
Next thing I watched,
Lame.
The Boy and the Heron. My guess for what's winning Best Animated Feature.
Really? Over Spider-Verse?
Well, it's not what I want to win. I just know what the Academy is like, and they're gonna vote this over Spider-Verse. Which
Okay,
is sad.
so
Academy
this,
do be like
this
that.
movie's been getting a lot of like I've been hearing a lot about this movie ever since for a few months now. So tell us finally what the fuck The Boy and the Heron's about.
Okay, it is definitely a Ghibli film, and a Ghibli film is very confusing in the beginning, and then it makes sense in the last 20 minutes. So
Cool.
if I'm ready to spoil it, if you guys want to actually know what it's about.
That's fine. You can spoil
Okay,
it.
so
can spoil it.
basically, there's this
I won't watch
guy.
it for a while.
His mom dies in a fire, so he moves in
That's just my
with
neighbor Totoro.
his aunt, and his dad now marries his aunt, which is really
Ew.
weird. But then he's like,
That's just the
this
South.
is sad. I hit my head over a rock, because reasons. And then a heron shows him, and is like, your mom is alive. And he tries to go kill the heron, but the heron's like, you can't do that.
Because he's Robert
It's
Pattinson,
Robert
right?
Pattinson, yeah. It's hard to tell.
So you watched it dubbed.
watched it
is
dubbed,
what you're-
yeah.
Yeah, it's Beck
And
Lyons. He
then-
doesn't know how to watch anything.
So now
that's
his aunt wanders into the forest, and he's like, why did you wander the forest? So he goes after her, and then she enters this magical tower, and then they all sink into
Yeah.
the floor, and they're put into this fantasy world. And
This all checks out.
basically he runs into his mom's past self who has fire powers, and they need to go talk
Mhm.
to his great grandfather about the stability of this fantasy world. And he basically says, you know what, I gotta live in my reality. And then he's like, mom, and then his mom's like, I'm okay with my husband dating my sister. You'll make a good mom, my sister. And then they go home, and it's happily ever after.
He's pulling his cock out.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
it's so like these films, they're like so good at being like whimsical and like these really cool fantasy worlds, but the plots are always like insanely confusing.
But it was a good movie, right?
I enjoyed it, yeah, but like it's a very unique style and like different from like any other films you'll see in a theater. So, and it has like that whole like maturity of it, of like, and it also has like the whole Ghibli thing behind it, Miyazaki. So I do
No.
think the Academy is going to be like, you know what, this deserves to win over what I consider to be one of the best films ever made, Spider-Verse.
What is Spider
Yeah.
Verse?
But it has like the themes of like moving
aren't
on
car-
or
aren't-
something.
Moving
Aren't-
on. Yeah.
Aren't those cartoons? Aren't cartoons for children?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to discount this movie. It's still at least
It's
getting
good. I mean,
recognition.
here's the thing. Like, I think of all of the nominees for like best animated picture could have won if they were in any of the other years, but it's just this year's so stacked that you can't like it has to go to like only one.
Yep, like Dog and Robot or whatever that movie's
I
called.
still want to watch that, but I can't find any way to watch it.
It doesn't exist on anything.
Beck, actually, I have a little challenge for you.
What?
A challenge.
A challenge, Beck.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, for your next thing that you've watched,
Yeah.
yeah, call someone in your phone and put it up. Come on,
What?
call
No,
someone.
we're
Beck.
not gonna do that.
Call Piper.
I'll try calling Piper. She's not gonna pick up though. Here, wait.
And you gotta talk about the thing you've watched.
Hey, you're on the podcast right now. Yeah, so no, they said I had to call someone on my phone for this next segment.
That was really
Uri
fast.
said.
Yeah.
Uri asked me to call. She's sitting in a Popeyes. So, Piper, have you ever heard of a show called Helluva Boss?
No.
I haven't.
Okay, so
Don't. Okay. Hang up now.
they're saying I should hang up. You don't want to hear about this show. I don't know. All right, see ya. Bye. Okay, so I did that.
Becky ruined her her reputation.
Wow.
I know.
Uri's the one that said I should do it.
We just did a challenge, Beck. Good
Wow.
for you.
I did it.
So talk about why Helluva Boss sucks.
I don't see it.
Because
Nikola might
You know
have-
what's no.
season
You know what's
two
really funny?
sucks? What is
No,
it?
I sent a reel the other day, Instagram reel, making a joke. It said Family Guy if it was made by Pop, and it was like, wow, I fucking love the zoo. I can't wait to go fuck some people. It's like over excessive swearing and you saying fuck. I found out
True.
Pop, she had a mental breakdown on Twitter because people were making fun of the fact that she uses fuck so much.
Yeah, you didn't know about that one. That one was fun.
I didn't realize.
The reason what it was they took the opening scene from Amazing Digital Circus.
Yeah.
Or Kane is like, this is the Amazing Digital Circus. It's like, this is the fucking bitchin' Amazing Digital Circus, bitches. This is the fucking bubble. This fucking Jax. He's such a bitch. It was like that, and then that blew up, and then she got mad.
I know.
Was this
And
like
it's
a
so
week
funny
ago or what?
because she does swear.
No, this was like 3
This
months
is like
ago.
3 months ago, but it's so funny because they do have so much over excessive swearing. Especially you can tell it in the last episodes. I started noticing it again.
Yeah.
That they had a lot of excessive swearing again, and like part of it's because she finds it really funny. I don't understand. I don't really find it. that
Swearing
way, but
equals funny.
yeah, she does. She has
I
said
mean,
that.
when used correctly, it
When
can
used
be
correctly,
funny.
yes, it can be. But
Fuck shit, fuck shit.
It's
fuck
like in
shit,
Uri's
fuck.
film.
Like, that
He
was
says
pretty
it so
funny.
much that it becomes funny every time he says it.
exactly.
Exactly.
Fuck! The multiverse is exploding because I don't have my wrenches.
No. Shit, dude. It's
So true.
wrenches.
My fucking shit ass fucking wrenches.
No, it's shit ass wrenches.
All right, so Helluva Boss.
Don't spoil it because I plan on watching it.
Well, I'll just give my thoughts on it. It wasn't as
Awesome.
bad as Nikola was saying, but I only
Well, I
watched
never said it
season
was
1.
bad. I just said it wasn't. Oh yes, because season 1's good.
Yes, okay, yeah.
It's beyond season 1. It starts to deteriorate because it's just existed for way too long.
Okay, this is very confusing because I watched episode 7 and it's called Finale. Then I just see next season 1, episode 8. So is it just not the finale?
Yeah,
Maybe they
it's
meant
just
like
not.
finale, like
Bro,
like an artist.
I don't
Maybe
know
they meant
maybe.
finally.
what the
They're like
fuck their
finally the
release
season
schedule
is
is.
over.
Because I think Helluva Boss also had a pilot that explained all of the necessary plot beats, and I didn't watch
probably.
It's
that.
called Hell of the Boss Pilot, and it's
Yeah.
11 minutes long.
Yeah, no,
This
so I
is a-
probably should have watched that.
Is this in the same world as
Probably.
the Hazbin Hotel?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, but like it's like completely different. Like it's
Yeah.
way smaller scale characters that you never see. Like I did not
It's
see like
almost
a
like it's a
single
YouTube
imp
show
in like
instead of like an
Hazbin,
actual.
but they're like every single character in their show's an imp. They don't have any hellhounds. Like it's like if they didn't say they were connected, I wouldn't think they were connected, you know?
Exactly.
They just both
Yeah,
happen to take place in hell.
yeah. Just like if they didn't say Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad were connected, I would never think they were connected.
Because they both take place in Albuquerque. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, I would never realize that. You know, Beck.
Okay, but yeah, and then you have all of this. And I thought some of the episodes were really funny. There is sometimes, the excessive swearing is like, I don't get it. You're like, this is too much. But the thing is, this one is a lot more. It's 11 minutes instead of Has-Been's like 30 minutes. So it
Mhm.
has
Yep.
like no emotional beats at all. It's just comedy back to back. They
Awesome.
have like
Let's
it's
go.
like one song every 3 episodes instead of 2 songs an episode.
Yeah.
So it just feels a lot like a stepping stone to what they would make later.
Mhm.
But yeah, I still think it's good. I'll probably watch season 2 just because it's very short.
Mhm.
But I mean, at least in the finale, they do have some good emotional, like, or at least some character development that happens, which is cool.
Oh yeah.
Now, Beck, I have a question
Yeah.
for you. Is the wolf hot?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay, he's
Good
a
to know.
Well,
confirmed.
no. In her human form, she's hot.
Ah, I see.
I
Wait,
saved it. I
see.
saved it.
Yeah,
Beck,
as a human form, I didn't know that.
Beck, were you always attracted to the owl in Owl House?
Shut the fuck up.
that would be a
The
Beck thing to
There,
do.
okay.
Beck would be
There we go.
attracted to this.
There goes the next thing on my bingo card. Don't worry.
I
In
would.
the
I
middle of
should.
class today, I created the Celsius bingo card, a checklist of all I thought
Did
would
you
happen.
actually?
First of
Yeah,
all,
he
Did you
did.
really?
we failed the first one where we say the weather. That was supposed to be free space.
No.
You know what
Say
we
the weather
did
right
do?
now.
And Uri watched
we
a
said
documentary.
we set the weather for the next 3 months, Beck.
Wow.
Yeah. Here, I'll say
Then
the
I have
weather.
Uri watched a documentary. Then I have In Focus Story. Then I have Owl House Mention. Then I have Nikola talks about planes/cars. Over an
He
hour
already
and a
knows that's
half
confirmed.
episode. Someone
Beck,
watched
Beck, you should
Adventure
really
Time.
stop listing these. You should really stop listing these
Nikola,
so
he
that you
clicked
can
on
still
half of
get.
these. Someone watched Adventure Time. Aiden has homework he has to do starting after 8:15. Aiden makes thumbnail during podcast. A lot of these,
Well,
I should just make the card and then just hand them all to you for like one of the specials.
the weather in Ithaca is 30
Wow.
degrees.
Well, yeah, Beck, you shouldn't have said them all. Have you gotten bingo yet?
No. I also didn't make.
Okay, yeah, you
You
should.
came up with 10. You need 25. It's very hard.
You only came up with 10?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll make one next week and I'll see if I win.
Yeah. We should.
Well, Beck, is that your In Focus story?
Well, okay. What we have in. Wait, I wish I could make this a checklist. We have like half of
Let's
them.
list this off. Let's list off the In Focus story right now. Tell us.
Really? Okay. Then I guess we'll do Has-Been later.
Yeah, because that's the only thing I've watched.
All right.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what a prom reveal video is?
Yes, I
I'm
do.
That's the most
Familiar.
descriptive
If
thing
the-
I've ever heard. Yes.
I have one
Okay.
question about the video when we're done with watching
Okay,
it. I think you might know.
I'll
what it is.
explain what happened. So I'm sitting in my math class, and the girl next to me is like, "Hey, do you know any good audio technicians in Focus?" And I'm like, "I'm pretty good at balancing audio."
No, you're
So-
fucking not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bro just straight up lied
I'm
to this
the
girl.
best at in Focus. Okay, can we admit that?
I don't even know if we
haven't
can,
seen,
though.
I haven't seen this year's In Focus.
Okay.
Fine, but
So-
I'll believe you. I'll believe you.
So I take on the task of being like, okay, I'll fix the sound. And then I get the video, and this like the dialogue here is like incomprehensibly. It's like so quiet. It's like it's so hard to like hear anything. So I go and I'm like, okay, I'll edit this. But also, like, this is a day before it's supposed to air, so I get to see the prom reveal video early. I'm in the special group
Oh.
that knows where we're
And
going
you
for
didn't
prom.
tell me.
And I
Oh.
didn't.
Oh, he told me. This is what he told me. I don't know. A carnival?
Okay. Good thing Beck didn't tell me because that would have been horrible.
I looked it up. It was just like some amusement park I hadn't heard of.
You've never been to this
I've
place?
never been.
What is it? Nikola, you said it was Gilroy Gardens. Is it Gilroy Gardens?
Yes, it's Gilroy Gardens.
Fucking awesome. Gilroy Gardens
yes.
is so
Like, that's
cool.
the
What do you mean?
thing. Doing
Beck,
prom
you
at
have
an
never
amusement
been
park?
to Gilroy Gardens before.
I've never been to Gilroy Gardens.
Oh my god, that's so
Next
unfortunate.
time we have a day off of school, we're all going to Gilroy Gardens. I don't
actually-
care that it's for 4-year-olds. We are going.
Yeah,
Because
say
it's
Beck
such a
hasn't
hype.
gone to
It's
Gilroy-
actually such a
we've
good prom
learned from
location.
Gilroy Gardens.
It is
Say
such a
Gilroy
hype prom
Gardens again,
location.
and we'll make it a fucking drinking game, okay?
You better take a picture in front of all 12 trees.
I'll do it.
Okay. Well, Nick
When
is
I
gonna
go,
be
me-
there
I
at
mean,
prom.
Yeah, me and Beck, we'll do it together. I'll
Yeah,
force him
we
to do
will
it.
do
Yeah,
the
Nikola, can
virtual insanity this time.
So
Okay.
Beck, you
Oh,
get
yeah,
this video.
So I get this, and then I'm like, I tweak the audio, I make it sound good, but also that means I have to
Really?
have watched this prom reveal video like 8 times, and
I
by
have
the
one
8th
question.
time, it is so cringe.
It is really
Especially
cringe.
because
In fact,
this
I showed it to
music-
my parents, and you know what they said?
cringe.
It's
My
cringe.
dad's first reaction was, "Why are there gay people?"
He would say that.
Couple in there, representation.
Yeah.
And I would like to see it.
Wait,
Wait, so is your
It's
dad
posted
violently
on Focus.
homophobic?
No, I wouldn't say violently.
Wait, Beck, is there just people with like fucking rainbow flags in the video?
No,
What do
it's
you
just
mean?
like the guy's like knocks on the door. It's like, hey, do
The
I
guy
go to
asked
prom
to go out with
me?
the girl, and the girl said, "Oh, I'm already going out with somebody, and that somebody's a girl."
Oh, wow.
The girl just walks in and is like, no. Okay,
No,
but
no.
And then,
I end up having watched this video like 8 times. I'm like, this is kind of cringy. I'm also watching it without the background music that's supposed to be on there.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's just like some random cuts for no reason that are supposed to be to the music.
So
That's
you
great.
also added the song?
No, the other person added the song. I was just fixing the dialogue. But I send it, I'm like, hey, it's done. 2 hours later, they're like, good job. Oh, I just realized it says the name of the prom location in the prom reveal video. Don't leak it. What?
Beck, you so should have leaked it.
I should
you
not
should
have.
leak
I don't know why you
Someone
did.
leaked
The
it,
first
like,
time I heard
already
it when I was
hey, it's at an amusement park, and I'm like, okay.
when I was
it's already
in the
leaked.
gym. When I was in the gym and I heard it, I thought it said Gamble Gardens. I'm like, Gamble Gardens is a really shitty
Yeah,
location.
that's like the random like
It's so
garden
close.
place.
And then they said,
away.
and then I realized it said Gilroy, and I'm like, oh, that's hype. It's really,
Yeah.
but that's like really
but
far away
It's
compared
also
to.
terribly structured because they're like the bid is like they're saying, oh, we're gonna be at this. They say, oh, we're going to prom at City Hall.
Do you have to be bussed to prom? Like,
Yeah,
can you
you
not
do.
You
drive
have to be
yourself?
bussing
Okay,
to
Oh.
prom?
But
Do are they still gonna do breathalyzers before
They
or
are,
after
yeah.
the bus?
Nikola,
But
are you
the-
planning to
They
get
didn't
fucking-
do it when
Here's Gigabrain idea. Get some type of alcohol. Go to Gilroy Gardens the day before. Hide it
Actually,
underneath one of the trees.
alcohol
Next
at
day,
an
come in.
amusement park for 4-year-olds. Good idea,
Yes.
Nikola.
It's a genius
Nikola,
idea.
are you planning to get fucking high and drunk at prom?
Pre-gaming prom? I would
Okay,
100%
but
pre-game
guys,
prom.
so the prom reveal
Nikola, I would
video.
love to go to this prom. Can I
Oh
go
my
with you? Can I be your
God.
date?
Be the plus one.
Yeah, I
Can I be your plus one?
Only if you're not
I
weird.
just want to explain the crucial
I
flaws
just would
of the prom
with
reveal
you.
video.
Am I allowed to bring people beyond high school?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's kind of
guys,
funny. I might, honestly. That might be kind of
guys,
funny.
So the prom reveal is structured like he goes and asks a ton of people, but he keeps saying locations from past years.
And then you know who Beck's +1 should be? Uri. He should fly in for prom.
Yeah.
And
Nikola,
then we have the
what
entire
is the
Celsius
story?
podcast prom. But sorry, we can have an entire Celsius podcast prom.
Okay, so
That'd be so fucking lame for it to be a fucking
Guys,
college freshman at a
crucial
prom.
plot of the prom reveal video is that the bit is he goes and he asks people to prom, saying past locations for prom. So the first time he does that, everyone just thinks it's City Hall because they don't even like say, "Oh, it's not City Hall." So when that aired, everyone's like, "Wait, what?" So that's my problem with it.
Oh, it's just a confusing
It's
mess.
a confusing mess. But
It was like,
That's awesome.
It's like-
eventually, it airs and I'm like, okay, I'll be in the credits. I was not in the credits. They go up and they say, all right, great video. Thank you to blah, blah, blah who made it. And I did not get credited as sound engineer. It hurts
Why would you
so
get credited
much.
for sound engineer?
Because I was the sound
he made the
engineer.
sound.
Well,
Well,
but it's just
okay.
like how VFX artists don't get
Also,
credited for CGI.
during that game or during that rally, Nikola, it was the seniors versus teachers basketball game.
Yeah.
And it was actually good this year because the teachers were
Yeah.
actually trying.
Yep.
And
I mean, the
literally-
first half was kind of rigged. Like we
Okay,
lost
did
a
you
point
leave
for no
halfway through,
reason.
Nikola?
Yeah. But
See,
the first
he
half, like we
missed,
lost
the
a point for
best
no
moment
reason.
of like senior year so far.
We-
It was like
That's-
but,
the
like-
last 10 seconds, it was 24-23 in the teacher's favor. And this girl makes a 3-point shot in like the last 5 seconds and wins the game.
Okay, but in the first quarter, we made a free show shot, and they took away one of our points for no reason.
Okay, but still, it was hype to watch. It was like the first fun like rally thing they've done.
I've never
True.
been to a fun rally.
Wow.
Yeah, that's because their school spirit's been dead since 2020.
hey guys, do you like my
Okay,
lip
one
ring?
other thing, Slight and Focus story.
Have I talked about my Ringpop hatred?
Can I tell the story? There are,
Because
I tell your
it's
story.
not even a ring on the pop. There's not even a pop on the ring.
No. But it brings up violent PTSD.
Wow.
So I need to talk about it.
Okay, I'll
Okay, then
finish.
get your story.
This is just
Yeah.
a teaser for next week.
Ooh,
I have
teaser.
been asked next week to give a presentation to the video production class about In Focus.
Wow.
Are you getting war
By
flashbacks
Mr.
back?
You're
I
giving
was
Mr.
asked
Corp
by my teacher, "Hey, do you want to give a presentation?" I'm like, "This would make great podcast content."
on what Mr. on like who Mr. is?
No, I'm just like, why
No.
why video production people should do In Focus.
I realized I probably shouldn't be saying his name. We should probably bleep all of those out.
Bro,
Yeah.
imagine if we just have to go through all our past episodes and bleep every time we say it.
Don't worry, we're nuking past 30.
Before
Thank
30,
God.
everything's gone.
You should just nuke everything. Every episode where I do something that might not let
Nuke
me into
every
college.
episode that has Nikola in
Bro,
it, so all we have is the Steven Universe arc.
Exactly.
No, not the Steven Universe arc. Worst
Alright.
arc in the podcast by
That is
far.
not the worst.
That's not true.
The no video, terrible phone audio arc was the worst.
Yeah.
I agree with
The
that.
first
Season
arc.
1 was terrible.
Season
Each
one.
season is 10 episodes.
I would say,
Yeah.
I would say
That's true.
Yeah.
I actually think season 1 is 1 to 40, and season 2 has been 40 to right now because like
How
that's
about
when
we
we
just
started
make
the
it
new.
easier and say every 10 and then the
Fine.
finale is the special.
Fine.
Or season 2 starts with episode 21 because we have video.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, but so
That's a
Beck,
special
you're
11 episode season.
So Beck, you're doing your little video production presentation. You're gonna
Yep.
do a little storming in there. You know, to
No.
fuck with him. No
No,
storming.
what you should do is you should say this class is great, unless you want to make anything that you find funny, because
Yeah, no,
then
no,
it gets
I'm gonna
banned.
say,
For example,
guys,
my film.
We have journalistic freedom and In Focus. You can make whatever you want. No
However,
restrictions.
in this
It's
class,
On the storming of September 9th.
Beck, you
Ex-
have to wear your storming shirt. Go like take the
Yeah.
jacket off, like
I'm under the jackets. Okay.
you're gonna meet Mr. Corpus with the with the storming shirt on.
Yeah.
I mean, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
So
of course, it's a horse.
can I go over my next two topics quickly?
sure.
They're group ones, except for Sokka sexism. Avatar
Ooh.
Oh, this is a group
action
one.
is crashing and burning. Their press tour is all about, guys, You know what you loved about this part of the show? Dead. You know, Sokka sexism, dead.
Wait, Beck, are you a
Sexism with
fan of
Guys,
dead. Aang doing funny
Guys, I've
business,
watched-
dead.
I don't
It's-
get this.
Beck?
Okay.
What I'm
Guys,
getting is
I've
that
watched-
Beck, are you a fan of the sexism? You like sexism?
It's a big part. Okay, first, Sokka's sexism was a big part of the story, and his entire arc in like character
What the
one.
hell is this even about?
Of the 3 episodes I've seen, Sokka is my favorite character because he's sexist
What
and hates
show
women.
is this?
Avatar.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, but Sokka
you
doesn't
watch-
become sexist. Yeah, I just didn't
Okay.
realize that this is the show you were talking about. He becomes like an actual stand-up dude by the
I
end
know.
of the show.
That's why he has to be sexist at the start.
Damn.
It's
Okay.
called character development.
I know. Okay. And
Yes.
also, they're like, okay, guys,
You
guys,
have to
you know the
listen.
big character trait of Aang running away from responsibility to do crazy stuff. We're removing that.
Wow.
Makes sense.
I want to say a specific plot beat, but I can't because Aiden hasn't gotten to it yet.
Bro.
But yeah, I cannot wait to do my teardown on In Focus of the live action show.
Oh, for In
Wow,
Focus.
Beck.
They can get that in
Second
In
thing,
Focus story.
also group topic. The fucking Megamind
Oh
show.
my god, that looks
What
so
the
ass.
Fuck, bro. They couldn't
Wait,
even
no,
get voice
no.
actors that sound the same.
No, Beck, listen. The trailer you watched was for the new movie. There was no footage of the TV show.
No, I thought
What?
it was.
That's a
They were
movie.
intercut.
That's a
Didn't they intercut some
No.
clips? That's all just the movie.
no. That's all the movie.
What the fuck?
They didn't show anything from the show, so the show's gonna look worse.
What is this fucking
What?
Wish?
Hey, you've seen Megamind, right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Beloved movie.
Yeah, I saw
Everyone
the
loves
trailer.
it.
Look, it felt like more like in game, like a
It
shitty
felt like
old
the
game.
to DVD sequel.
Yeah,
That's the best. That's the best example I've heard.
it felt like
It is kind of that. It is just a direct to streaming movie.
Yeah, but think about other sequels DreamWorks has made that are like better, and then
Oh, the direct to streaming?
No, not
ones?
direct-
Not
well, technically Trolls
so-
2 was
so-
direct to streaming, so
so just the Shrek like swamp stories and spooky stories.
okay. But I'm
Whatever
just saying,
ones
like,
are those are
if
the
you're giving
only good
other
ones.
DreamWorks properties like 4 sequels, like fucking Despicable Me 4 trailer just came
That's
out, and they're not
that's
giving
a
Megamind
different
a
company.
decent. Wait, what?
That's a different company.
Oh yeah,
Beck.
sorry, shit.
That's
Doesn't
Wait,
even
wait,
know
shit,
which
dude.
companies.
Sorry, my bad. If you're giving Trolls 3
Misinformation.
band together, if you're making 3 Trolls movies with the prospect of 4, please give Megamind a decent sequel.
Yeah, no, it looked terrible. You know.
Hey, but speaking
it
of
looks
not
awful.
DreamWorks but Illumination, Despicable Me 4, what did you guys think?
Do
Drew
we really
has
need a
sex.
fourth?
movie.
Do we really need a fourth one though?
Yeah, because like okay,
Technically
honestly,
6
we
in the Despicable Me universe, if you
okay,
count both
we
Minions.
all like the Minions. We all like Despicable Me.
Yeah,
Obviously,
of course.
We
If you're
all
on
like that.
Facebook, you love the
But
Minions.
the thing is, like, sure, they're good and all, but like, how long can you really saturate this franchise?
Well,
Of
we need to get to
Despicable Me?
Minions 4 before we even consider it.
I don't
Of
know.
course.
Because like how many stories do they really have left to tell? Because like I'm thinking, the peak Minions and Despicable Me 1, 2, and Minions 1, and that's
Yeah,
are the
those 3 I
best.
consider good, and then after that, I don't like 3 and Minions.
I mean,
Minions
Rise of
2 is
Gru
probably
was
the worst.
fine.
That was my least favorite.
I
out
don't
of
even
all of
remember
them.
number 3, and I don't think I ever
No,
watched
3
number
is
2.
by far
I don't
worse.
remember 3 as much, but I
Yeah, I don't even
You-
remember 3, and I
you don't
never even
remember
watched
3.
2.
Yeah, I just don't remember 3. But it was
Yeah,
bad
so
what
that
I
makes it
remember, but I
3.
just saw Minions 2 more recently.
I have not seen Minions 2.
I wouldn't.
It was
yeah,
fine.
you
I
shouldn't
liked
watch
it.
it.
I
Just
saw
watch
it on
Minions 1.
in theaters on a whim.
Yeah.
Did you wear a
do the suit
tuxedo?
thing?
No, it was on a whim. We were all hanging out. We went to like an arcade, and then after the arcade, we were like, "What if we just went to see Minions?" And then we saw Minions, and it was fire.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, okay, it's kind of interesting. Now Gru has sex and he has a redheaded child.
He
Okay,
has a baby, and it's not just the Transylvania new movie plot as well.
yeah.
Why are
It's
all
like
these main characters just having sex?
Why not?
implied sex?
Mm.
Uh-huh.
All
You
Right.
thought
right.
you shit?
But
You ain't
They
it's
should
giving
just
a
like
put it on the
fart.
screen.
it's just like we don't. It's like how much longer can we do this franchise of the Minions? You know, it's like
Yeah.
I mean, forever. People like the Minions.
I just feel like you can't do anything past 4. I don't know. I don't know any movie series animated mainly that has gone past 4, because you have Toy Story 4, Despicable Me 4, Shrek 4,
Toy Story is gonna get Toy Story 5.
but
Beck.
yeah.
Beck. Look up how many what's it called?
Oh, Sharknado, Oceans.
Hold on. What the
There's a
why am
lot
I
more than
blanking on
4
what
running
it's
live
called?
action ones. Like
Hey, Beck,
James
hold on,
Bond.
question.
Yeah.
I'm literally
What's
blanking on
what's
the
the thing
fucking
on your
movie.
finger that you
Oh,
keep
this
holding?
is
the
so
other
like
thing.
basic. Oh, it's a
Beck, I got
thimble.
it.
You know, for Monopoly, it's like for
Oh.
sewing things.
Beck, I figured out what it's called. Beck, look up how many Land Before Time sequels there are.
They're all gonna be like direct to DVD though.
Those are sequels still.
Fine.
Okay, anyway, while he's taking a hiatus, I'm gonna talk about my pop thing that I fucking hate. So
Oh.
there's this ad. So famously, you rock your ring pop, right? Everyone can back me up. You're
Yeah.
supposed to rock your ring pop.
Yeah,
So there's this
sure.
one ad that teaches you how to rock your ring pop. Now it's laid out in 3 simple steps.
13?
Step 1.
13 sequels?
To what? What is the sequel?
Musical
The Land Before
sequels?
Time.
Original songs? Well,
Damn,
they
Beck,
go
you
with
got
the Roman numerals like the entire time.
Beck. We got a new arc for you here.
What, watch
Yeah.
all 13 Land Before Time movies?
I think we have an arc
course.
for you here.
Anyway, so here's the 3 simple steps the advertisement lays out to rock your ring pop. Step 1, get the ring pops. That makes a lot of sense. You need ring
No.
pops to rock your
Halloween
ring pop.
night, you get a lot of ring pops.
Step 2, get some friends. Get some friends? Sure. If you can't rock your ring pop alone, you got people with you. Guys, what the fuck was step 3? Step 3 is to rock your ring pop.
You have no friends.
I don't know how to fucking do that. You're supposed to tell me that.
This
I
To this
agree.
day, I
you.
can't rock my ring pop because they never fucking told me.
Did you do step 2?
Step 2 is get friends.
Did you get
I don't
friends?
know it.
So you-
I don't know what step 3
You
is.
have
Step 3
no
is the step
friends,
is.
Aiden, and that's why it failed.
No, I have friends.
Okay, so you
Next
had
time
the
I see all
friends.
any of you,
The friends
had
also
the
had
friends.
the ring pops.
we all had the
You all had the ring
next-
pops. Did you
Next time I see you back, we're gonna get ring pops and we're gonna get some friends.
did you do the
and we're gonna
Captain
try to
Planet?
rock a ring
You're
pop.
all merging into one person.
That's not what.
That's how
That's
you
not
rock the
what
ring
Captain
pop.
Planet is.
Did you not try the Captain Planet?
They don't merge into one person.
they?
Did you even watch the trailer, bro?
Wait,
Have you? What do you?
What's
Beck, they don't merge into a
Aiden,
person.
I
What's
have
up?
some advice for you. I looked up on ChatGPT how to rock your ring pop, and let's see if we
Okay.
can help you here.
Ah.
So
Mhm.
it has a different type of than what the ad suggests. It says first, choose your flavor wisely.
That makes
Aiden,
sense.
which flavor?
Probably just the red strawberry, plain normal one.
Mm.
Yeah, and so then second, wear it with confidence. You know.
I can do
Yeah.
that. I think I could do that.
Third,
Hey, you have to be more
incorporate it
confident.
into.
Say, I can do that.
I can do this.
I will do
We'll
that.
do that, yeah.
Third, incorporate it into your look. You know, like
I get that.
Shopping to find the perfect drip for Aiden's ring pop look.
So true.
Exactly.
4, use
Oh,
it.
because rocking it is like, because I think the issue you're having is you don't know how to rock it. The point is, by the time you've reached that step, you've already rocked it.
Oh, the rocking it was the
no.
journey we made along the way.
You're not saying that rocking it was the journey along the Step 3 cannot be Rocky Road because that's what explicitly I'm trying to figure out. Like, it's like if I was like, how do I find X in this math equation? It said step 1,
Pencil.
remove. We'll get a pencil. Step 2, remember PEMDAS. Step 3,
Find
find the
X.
variable. Yeah, it's like that's what it is. That's the equivalent of it.
Here, so number 4, use it
Yeah.
as a conversation starter. You know,
Ooh.
Like-
Okay.
that's yeah, like so.
Hey, can you send me this list? Can you please send me this list?
Yeah.
We
and-
send it in the general of the server. We all need this advice.
Number
We're
5,
so off topic.
number 5, capture the moment. Take them fun photos. You know.
Yes,
And
I got
number
this
six-
Instagram post. You with your ring pop every day.
And so number 6, enjoy it responsibly. You know, be
What is this fucking
mindful.
alcohol? Are these spiked ring pops?
Remember,
Numbers-
don't ring pop and drive.
Don't
Number
think about
7, mix and
Okay.
match. You know, like be a little
Okay,
bold
but here's
with this.
my protest to that. You know, drunk drivers make up 31% of lethal crashes. Therefore, 69% of lethal crashes are caused by sober people, so it's safer to drink and drive.
Oh yeah, wait. Guys, he's
That's just
right.
statistic. That's just pure
Yeah,
Yeah,
statistics.
guys,
Yeah, he's never spread misinformation
never spread
before.
misinformation before.
Where did I
Anyway,
say
It's
something
the face
incorrect?
of the jolly.
What is incorrect? What is incorrect? Do you know that 13% of jolly people spread 52% of the joy?
I did know that.
Anyway,
Riddle me
la-
this, Batman. I'm loud and jolly. I like music that rhymes. I'm a fraction of the population, yet commit half the presence. Yet spread half the presence.
So true.
Who am I? I'm a fat man.
I'm,
Thought he was gonna say something else.
yeah.
So in the last step, Aiden,
Yeah, what's the
wear
last
it to,
step?
wear it to themed parties or events, like 90s or
Guys,
child
Celsius
nostalgia themed.
podcast ring pop party. You're all invited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all invited. Yep. To Beck's house. He lives at 35
No,
Sycamore Avenue.
Wait. Okay, so let's get into Beck. What else you have to say? Or we can
Well-
move on from you.
There's only one thing left on my list, and it's one thing all of us have watched.
Except for Uri, and it's the only thing that I've
I
watched.
would like to quick story for this. I posted a clip to the Celsius podcast channel, a beautiful title called "What Is Hazbin Hotel," and then I check later. Uri has also posted a Hazbin Hotel clip, but he has stolen my title and gotten thousands of views off of my beautiful idea of a shorts title.
That's
Oh,
Okay, guys,
so
I'm gonna be
funny.
honest. The thing is, Beck's short already did pretty poorly by that point, and so I thought changing the title wouldn't really change it. Because mine,
It's
we actually talk about what.
Uri. You need to watch a 3-hour
so
YouTube
funny.
video about that.
Like, I
actually,
think-
it's 4 hours.
Oh,
Like, I don't think
sorry.
it counts as plagiarism if we're on the same channel.
Mm.
Speaking
I mean,
about
it literally.
YouTube stuff to watch, let's get to what I've been watching now.
Yeah.
Guys,
no,
we
let's get
gotta
the
talk
Hazbin.
about the finale.
And the first thing I
Yeah.
watched was Hazbin Hotel.
Wow. This is the
I-
only thing I've watched.
I forgot it came out, so when you guys reminded me this morning, I watched it on the way to school and finished it before class began.
No,
Nice.
you live like
See,
you
that,
live an hour
that's why you
away.
thought it wasn't very good.
Basically.
You watch it. Yeah, you watch it in the middle of a car ride. For some reason,
Okay,
I
yeah,
get
but I have noise
Apple
canceling
TV
headphones, so it's
notifications whenever a new episode of a show I'm watching comes out. I don't know why
Nice.
it happens.
I don't know.
But let's get
What do you think
into
I'm
it.
you think I'm the Apple police?
So, who wants to talk about episode 7?
I can
I
talk
don't.
about both of them because this I've watched.
Yeah, let Aiden talk
This-
about it. That's the only thing he's watched.
All right, so you got episode 7. It's called I don't remember what it's called. So they
called-
the
It's called,
character
like, it's called the name of the cannibal person.
Yeah, it's called Victoria's Secret.
Rosie, something Rosie.
Yeah,
Rosie's
it's
Market.
called Hello Rosie.
Now,
Hello,
hello,
Rosie.
Rosie. So last episode, the Adam was like, "Fuck you guys, we're killing you next week," and they're like, shit. And Charlie's sad, and she's like, shit.
They're
They're like,
And
I'm
then-
going for your hotel
Review.
first.
And then Vagina is actually an angel. She didn't tell her, and she's like, shit.
Oh.
She's like,
and-
everybody hates me.
And then Alistair goes upstairs, and he's like, hello, Charlie. And then they do a deal, but not for her soul, but for
A favor.
for
Sexual
favor.
favors.
And then he was like, they can actually kill the angels,
That's
and I'm
actually
gonna
not
go
canon.
help you.
Because Alistair is Arrow Ace.
Hmm?
Alistair
he is
is
Arrow.
Ace.
Mm.
He is not attracted to anyone.
Good for him.
That's
So
canon. You can
then
Google it.
Alistair's like, we gotta get ourselves a team. Why don't we do that? And then they go and get themselves a team. And
cannibals.
Charlie's like, yeah, of cannibals. And Charlie's like, Vaggie, go to the one person from episode 3 who killed the angel and talk to her and figure out how she did such a thing. And then she figures out how they did such a thing. And
Which is just
Charlie-
literally using their own weapons, which is very smart.
yeah. And then Charlie goes and hires
it's like-
gets
it's
a
like,
bunch of cannibals to fight with her.
Nobody did that before. It's not rocket science.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's been
they're very
10 years,
self-aware and
and-
they're being very annoying and self-aware about it. It's like, I knew you were an angel from the beginning. Yeah, it's just the weapons that their own weapons kill them.
Yeah.
They're
I
being
think the
very weird about it.
song, for that was really good.
They didn't really have
It was
any
just True
great
Kind of Love
songs.
from the Steven Universe movie.
No, okay, well, I noticed it was similar to a different song as well. I was like, wait, this is this exact same beat as this other song.
I don't know what Nikola's talking about, but
What song
the
are you
two in
saying was
episode
like?
7 were good.
Either way, these songs aren't as peak as the earlier songs, though.
Yeah.
The ones in episode 7, no, they weren't. And I still like them a lot. They're still very good. But that's basically what happened in that episode. Like,
Yeah.
and then they get the cannibals and they get the weapons, and
And then
now
we get
they're
ready.
ready to fight.
So that
We
was
should
kind of
probably
the
also
weak
explain
one
the
going into
finale.
the good finale.
Yeah, I am doing that. Yeah, so here's the finale. They're gonna fight everybody, but they're like, guys, let's have a party.
You're
first."
forgetting the
Killing
best
people
part of
is
the intro.
bad.
It's all
What's the
3
best
of
part of
the
the intro?
V's start watching them, and then they're the best characters
do
in the
that.
episode.
That's really sad that you think they're the
No,
best
no,
characters in the
The
episode.
fucking cutaway jokes to Vox laughing at Alistair's death were so
I am
funny.
so hard right now.
It's the
All of
best
his jokes, all of his-
Like, bro, that shit was so funny.
Watching the Owl House finale. Am I right, guys?
Yeah,
Mhm.
you are right.
Or he just gets on his phone.
So yeah, so
Yes, guys,
Vo-
welcome to the Hazbin Hotel. So tell us what happened in
Mm-hmm.
that final episode.
So the V's
Keep
are
saying it like
watching
that.
everybody, and then they're like, "Wow, this is so funny." No, only Vox. Only Vox
Vox
talks
talks.
for this like entire.
None of the other ones can.
funny.
Yeah. So he's just watching them, and then Charlie's like, "Guys, I love you all. Let's go get drunk." And then they all drink alcohol, and they all have a good time together, and they all hang out. And then they do a reprise of More Than Anything, and that was sweet and cool.
Yeah.
I think
was-
using previous songs.
It was like a
make
mashup of More
these-
Than Anything and Happy Day in Hell.
No, that's the other song.
Yeah, that's for the
Ah,
finale. They do
I
a
mixed it
slight
up.
Yeah,
reprise.
but having the reprise for More Than Anything made it more emotional, which was very smart.
Especially because I'd been listening to it for like the past week.
Exactly. So then it's time to fight. It's execution day, and Adam's like, "All right, fuckers, let's go piss in their assholes." And then they go. I think I undercut it there. I did something way worse. But so then they go and then they fight, and then they're fighting, and then Serpentius is like, "Don't worry, guys, I'll go kill him." And then he
kisses the girl
died.
he likes, which is
He
kinda
does.
rad.
He does
He
kiss
goes-
Cherry Bomb,
He goes,
And then
all
she-
or nothing.
and then he dies
It-
unceremoniously to Adam.
It was very. I was very like. I kind of forgot he
Did
had
he
died
die,
near the
or
ending
did
until they
he just
showed that, oh yeah, he's
disappear?
dead. Because
I thought he was.
It's so easy to tell when a character just fake dies because they just put no emotional significance into the death.
Well, they kind of put
They
they
do
tried to put emotional.
afterward.
They do.
They really
afterwards,
tried
but,
to.
like,
Well, 'cause
in
they're in the middle of the
song
fight.
that they like reveal that he's still alive. They're singing about how he's dead. It's like a 3-minute gap.
All right, well, okay, we're not there yet. So then they're fighting, and then Adam is like, ha ha, bitch's dick, guys. And then Alistair fights Adam, and it's really cool.
Yeah, I thought that scene was
And then really cool
fire.
fight, and it shows Alistair's powers and Adam's powers, and then Adam overpowers him and slices him, and then Alistair stops talking with the radio effect, and that was really
because
cool.
he cut the radio. He broke the
Yeah.
radio.
He
You
did.
can't use the radio without the radio.
And then he left. And Alistair leaves, and Vox is like, "That's crazy! What a fucking piece of shit,
Hey,
bitch!
why? He's such a
bitch, dick."
coward.
Yeah. So then
That's the song.
they're fighting, and people continue to fight, and then Charlie is losing to Adam because Adam's really powerful. And then Lucifer comes in, and Lucifer is like, yo, 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 what up? It's me, Lucifer. I fucked your wife,
He fucks
bitch,
both
Adam.
his wives.
So true. And then Lucifer fights Adam, and he beats the shit out of him, and then Adam takes off his helmet. And I think it's really cool that he's just a regular guy.
He is just a regular guy.
Like, he just has a normal
Then
guy
they
face.
decide
And
to
I-
You could say
spare
he's
him.
almost. You could almost say he's a family.
well,
guy.
no, I want to talk about that. I think Adam is the best in this episode. Like, this is the
Adam.
best of Adam.
Yeah.
I think Adam's just like a cool character. Having like the first human, the first person ever to be in heaven, be like the worst piece of shit ever,
Yeah.
is like kind of genius.
It's kind of
But-
a fun concept.
Yeah, and then he
And
gets
it makes sense.
and he dies to the hands of my favorite character.
He dies.
So
they
I
wanna
kinda
spare him, but
popped
then
off.
Nifty just stabs him in the back like 8 times.
Because she's awesome.
Because it's nifty and she's highly erotic.
And also,
you-
Loot ripped her arm off after Vaggie spared her.
Yep.
Wait, when you die in this show, where do you go? Like,
We'll
wow.
talk about that. We'll talk about that. Don't
you
worry.
die if you die in hell, you just die, and then you don't have an afterlife.
Presumably.
No,
But-
I know what you're talking about. I want to talk about that later. I have a theory.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think it's what Aiden thinks it is.
Well, what do you think?
Okay, good. We'll get to that part.
They win. So then all the angels leave and the hotel is destroyed.
This is
And Charlie's like, fuck, people are dead. And then they do a reprise of Happy Day in Hell. And it's so fire. And the V's have a verse. And Alistair has a verse. And Alistair's like by far the best character in the show.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm in some kind of deal. I need to escape the deal. Which is a
And then they
twist.
set up three. Yeah, and then they set up 3 cliffhangers,
Yeah.
which is so awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully Amazon does not have a record of canceling shows.
It doesn't. I mean, like,
Amazon isn't that type of.
yeah.
they
it's not like
typically
They're
are
also
like regular-
they're also greenlit for more seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazon doesn't really
It's
cancel
not like
that much.
I know,
Netflix.
which
They
is
don't
good
cancel
that-
in the middle of greenlighting something.
Anyway, here's when guys turns out when Serpentius died, he went to heaven. What does
Okay,
that mean?
My theory.
I think he did redeem himself because he gave a noble sacrifice and he confessed his deepest secret.
Yeah, in my opinion, the thing is like he's like the
So I think
first
he did actually. He
redeemed
truly redeemed
soul.
himself.
And then
Yeah.
the 2 people were like,
I don't think that when you die in hell you go to heaven. I don't think that's true.
yeah, no, I'm
No, I don't think that's true. I think if you're redeemed, you do.
Yeah.
yeah. And I think
Which he
I think
was.
what they did was they were like, okay, he died and they were like, but he died redeemed. Let's make him the first test subject of the hotel to be in heaven.
I think it could have been Angel Dust too.
Maybe I think they just want to keep him for later seasons so he can be
Yeah,
funny
but
in
he's
the
like one of the
hotel.
main cast from like
Yeah,
even
I
the
know.
pilots, so
Serpentius
they
is like
wouldn't
the
get rid
first
of him.
real one to go through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like the first one that's like wasn't like part of the hotel.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just thought that he could also work,
Yeah, they both could work as redeemed.
especially because they're the one that they showed him in episode 6 as the one that's like, hey, he could be redeemed. He's almost
Yeah.
he's like there. I don't know.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, and then the final
And then
twist.
is that Lilith is in heaven What? No way.
That's crazy.
And she made a deal with Adam. What? No way.
But Adam is dead now, so what's gonna
Now
happen?
Luke's
He's
in
dead,
charge.
dead.
Apparently.
He's dead. Right?
I maybe he goes to hell. Maybe he's
Isn't
gonna
it
be in
the
season
reverse
2.
system?
That'd
You
be
die.
funny, just Adam in hell.
Yeah. And then they make him another villain, or they make him like a part of
Redeemed.
the hotel.
He would definitely be a villain. I see no redeeming qualities in him.
I don't know.
Cool.
But overall, I am very sad that the show has ended because I won't get new songs to listen to every week.
True.
Well,
so we have to
there's
wait
always
like
season
2
2.
years. That's gonna be fun.
True. Yeah.
But in speaking of season 2s and stuff, I like to something about me and Beck watch. Severance season 2 is filming right now.
Yes.
So
True.
that's very exciting. So that's the Bear
and
season 3 is about to
it-
film.
Season 2 of season 1 of Severance kind of ended with like everything falling apart. So it is cool. I am wondering how they're gonna have everything start.
Because
back
season
over
1
again.
left on like a lot of like season 1. I think it has some of the best cliffhangers ever because like
cliffhangers.
everything
plot
is really
twists.
ramping up. Everything
Yeah.
was ramping up, but then writer's strike happened. So now
So now I have to
but
wait like
finally-
another year. It's gonna be so sad.
But I think, but it's finally filming right now, and that's very very exciting. Let's see some
Okay.
other quick topics.
Let's get to the stuff
Um,
I've been watching.
Okay.
Before
Uri has some
we do
quick
that, I just want
topics.
to the Squid Game season 2. We got a first
True.
look at, and
He
I
still
really
has the
enjoy
red hair, but it seems like they get rid of it like after episode 1, which I'm glad.
My theory is obviously, I think they're gonna do a new game, and he's gonna sneak in to be a contestant on the new game.
I think he's gonna be a guard. He's gonna like they released like a teaser shot where he's like looking at one of the guys in the mask. I think he kills him and
He's
he
gonna
just steals the
become the
outfit.
next owner, just like how the guy wanted him to.
Wow.
Wow,
Mm.
that could be
He's
like
gonna
maybe a
become
season,
the sole thing. Yeah, it's
a
gonna be season. That's gonna be the season 2 cliffhanger.
yeah, or
Is
maybe
that
it's like a
became the
season
sole
3
thing-
build up. Yeah,
The sole thing he swore to destroy.
yeah,
Mm.
very Star Wars esque. But I
Very
think I
deep.
like season 1. But honestly, I think I could have probably left it after season 1 as like a mini
Definitely.
series.
They did all their big plot twists about the actual event. And like I felt like if they had maybe waited for like the big reveal of who's behind the games, like they planned for this to be 1 season, definitely. So
Yeah.
but I think it would have been
But then
better
it
if they
became
just
the
they had
monologue.
him, he won, but we didn't get the whole backstory behind the games, and then the rest of the seasons are him discovering the backstory of the games.
Yeah.
But speaking about Star Wars and other topic news, that one guy passed away.
Rip Carl Weathers.
Why do you
Yeah.
associate him with Star Wars?
He
Well,
was
He's done a
in
lot of
that's
Star
the
other
first
things.
thing.
He was the
Well, yeah, that's the most recent thing I remember seeing.
the guy in Mandalorian.
Oh.
He was also in Rocky and Arrested
Yeah.
Development and all that.
Loved him in Arrested
And
Development. He played himself.
And the Terminator.
He was in
Yeah.
Terminator.
Not the Terminator, sorry, the Predator.
Predator. Yeah. And so he's very, very sad day, but
Yeah.
may the force be with him.
I mean,
It's also
I
because
wouldn't
the
say
image,
that, but
the
okay.
image that you sent was of him in Star Wars as well.
Yeah, it's because I knew you wouldn't know it from anything else.
Well, no,
so-
I know how he looks like, so I know.
See, that's why I didn't know who it was. I was like, who the hell is this guy from Star Wars? I don't know this guy. If you told me it was Apollo and Rocky, then I totally would have known who, because I feel like that's his most iconic role.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
But
probably.
all lovings to the family. So
Yeah.
what else? Lua, is there anything up in the I'm looking at topic ideas. Prime has ads, and that's kind of
I
weird.
noticed
Like,
that
big
during
bucks.
Hazbin Hotel for the first time.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was kind of annoying, but it was only really like one an episode. So I was really.
It was also like 5 seconds long.
Yeah, but they're all.
Yeah,
it also
they're
the shows were
unskippable.
built for no ads. So
Yeah, but now you
they're
can pay
put
a
at,
little
like,
bit
the
extra
worst
for
parts.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't we
usually, like
love
shows
inflation?
are built for like ads to go in this point to break up the story, but some of them aren't built for that. Like Netflix
I
shows aren't
know.
built for it.
But now you can pay extra to get it. Don't you love inflation?
Don't you love capitalism,
Yeah.
Beck?
Don't you love the need
I'm
to make
actually
more
learning
money
about
because money is
capitalism economics right
devaluated
now.
because
And I
a
think
certain
capitalism
person has been
is good.
printing money?
Oh,
A
you like
certain person has
capitalism? You
been
would like
printing
I don't
money.
like
capitalism.
late stage
You would.
capitalism. I like early stage
I love
capitalism.
capitalism. Late stage
You
is
love
the best
like you
part.
love like what? You love like you love the 19 like when they had the stock market crash. You love the Great
I
Depression.
don't love the
capitalism.
Great Depression. Surprise,
Late
Harry.
stage
I
would
don't
probably
like
be the best
economic
one.
suffering. I would
I
love
do.
economic
That's not
suffering
what.
if I was rich. Like it'd be funny.
What?
True. It would be funny. You're right. I didn't even think about that.
But Nicola, what have you been watching?
All right, I've
Don't
watched.
say Silo. You cannot do Silo.
I
for a
already
third
finished
time.
Silo last
Then a
time.
5-minute recap of anything.
4 things that I have watched, one of which we have already talked about.
Okay.
Oh,
The other 2 things I have watched, as I'll get to the third one separately.
I math the stat.
First one was the Oscar-nominated short film by Wes Anderson.
The mysterious case
yo,
of Benedict.
the one that
Guys,
I
go to
talked
episode-
about by myself.
Go to 47 for that.
I
How do
liked
you
that
know?
episode.
Oh no, it's the one because me and Nikola weren't here.
Yeah,
I
was
watched
just
the
being
recap of it,
was-
so I actually know the plot of this.
yeah. And it was actually good. I just see why it's winning the Oscar. It was actually
It's
nominated for the
definitely
Oscar.
winning. None of the other short films are popular enough.
I mean, it's really good.
Yeah.
I do have a speaking of short film, if you want me to talk about it real quick. It was a 6-minute short film that I watched before the podcast, the new Pixar one.
Wait, there's a new
It's stop
Pixar one?
motion. New Pixar stop motion short film. It's called Self. This wooden girl goes to a world of glass people and she's like, damn, I'm wooden and not glass. And then and then she makes herself glass and then she's like, damn, I was
I'm
wooden
glass,
before.
not wooden.
And then she was wooden again.
I know there's like a new I don't know the
And they say it's
studio before,
unrelatable.
but
Sounds
there's
deep. Like, Aiden, beauty is only skin deep.
Yeah.
I don't know, this hasn't gotten a lot of promotion to me, but there's this new it's like Disney crossing over with another animation studio called
really?
Kaguli.
I have not seen that at all.
It's like a show, I think, and it's coming out February 28th, and I've heard like nothing about it.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? But
Well,
Nikola,
All right,
tell us.
the next thing I watched
Oh.
that's also on the bingo list. Nikola talks about cars or planes.
Oh.
It is
The Grand Tour?
nope. It's
Formula
Drive to
1.
Survive, Formula One.
That's the documentary that I think got a lot of people into
Bro,
the thing.
Yeah.
I think this is like
Because my
a
sister's
cult,
always been
'cause
into
this
it, so
this
I
show
decided to go
converts
into it.
everyone into a giant F1 fan for some reason.
Really? We know we
you
love
saying
talking about F1, so
Yeah, we're
tell
all
us about
big
F1.
F1
So-
fans here, right?
Basically, the entire plot of this show is that 20 rich people funded by like 200 rich people in these teams that like build stuff like cars and engines and stuff, they all work to get people to race these cars around the world. So then these
Yeah.
20 rich people race every weekend for like 1 year, for like a 6-month period. And then if they win, they win. And if they don't win,
True.
they get pissy.
Yeah.
And
That
the same guy wins every year.
Oh yeah, this
Really
guy.
cool.
I heard literally betting pools have like specific categories to just exclude this guy because he wins so much.
You're thinking about the wrong guy. Because
Really?
I'm still on season 2, and season 2 is only 2019. That guy started winning in 2020.
Oh, sorry,
Ooh.
my bad. I'm not caught up on the F1 lore.
2019, I knew this even before I started watching the show because my sister's into F1. 2019 to like 2015 was all dominated by a different guy, a certain Lewis Hamilton,
Ooh,
Who
I've
was
actually seen
with-
this name.
who was with Mercedes for almost all of his time and all of his wins. And to this year, he has signed to go over. He's leaving Mercedes and going to Ferrari. This is a really big shocker because Ferrari hasn't been doing super well yet. And he's also been super loyal to Mercedes, but he's finally switching teams. I think it's
versus
beginning in
Ferrari.
2025. And he decided this because it just decided that will give him the best chance of winning another Grand Tour, like winning another World
Some kind
Tour.
of Grand Tour.
No, that's a different thing. I just messed it up.
But is this some sort of Gran Turismo?
No, different movie. But anyway, it's good. I recommend it if you are. It'll get you into F1.
I know, it seems
It'll
like
get
a
you
cult. It
interested
seems like
into-
they're brainwashing you into
It'll get
being
you
like a-
interested into F1.
Yeah, because it's like it tells like the
No.
drama. Like obviously regular racing, just watching it must be boring as fuck. But watching like a documentary
There is
narrative,
literally every sport. As long as you know the drama behind it, it's so much more interesting. Like
Yeah.
I think every sport should just have like a Emmy nominated like show made about it because then people will just care about it. Like think about Queen's
Yeah.
Gambit and chess. Like no one gave a fuck about chess, and then the show was really good, and people started playing chess.
Yeah.
that's
Totally,
such a
Beck.
general statement. Nobody
Totally,
gave a
Beck.
fuck about chess.
I
Until
mean,
Queen's
I didn't
Gambit.
play chess. I'm just saying a lot of other people were like chess. That's boring. But
chess is boring. There's no DLC in chess. We should add DLC
You
to chess.
know,
We should add
There's no expansion
they
packs.
added the clock DLC.
the clock DLC.
Oh.
I mean, like, you're
Guys, when are they
right.
gonna- when are they gonna-
You're
when are they gonna-
right. You're not wrong when you say the slide DLC, but like, so
You
I
want,
hate
When are
want
they
an
gonna-
expansion pack, Aiden?
I
Be
want more
grateful with your
expansion packs.
DLC.
When are they gonna
Alright.
add an
Alright.
update to chess? Come on, when are they gonna update
They
chess?
did.
So
Do
true.
you remember there was a really funny patch they had to do? It was called vertical castling, where it was like your king is here, and if you push your pawn up enough and you promote it into a rook, you can castle vertically. Because somehow that was
Google
legal in the
and-
rule of chess.
Google en passant.
Oh yeah, on but so
Um,
many people don't know that exists for some reason.
Yeah. Either way, let's get to the last thing I've been watching. It's this YouTube series that's I've been
Helluva
watching over the
Boss.
course of 3 months because it's a 4-part series. 3 episodes are out and they've been releasing like once per month. So it's been over 3 months. It's called No CGI is Really Invisible CGI.
Mm.
And
Guys,
it
is
breaks
Nikola the secret filmmaker of us? He'll be the
Yeah.
best filmmaker ever.
Wow.
and it breaks down how everybody today is always talking about how everything is practical. We use no CGI. CGI sucks. You hate CGI. We're
Hate
never going to use
CGI.
CGI. We want everything to be practical.
I think
And all of
CGI
these
is
movies
good.
are being hyped up to be like CGI. Never even heard of it. Never
Like
used.
Oppenheimer.
I've never seen CGI
Actually,
before.
Yeah.
Talking about that.
It's good in like certain situations, but it should not be
Yeah.
overused.
And then this series goes through and talks about how almost everything that we watch uses CGI in like almost everything because it just makes sense to do it.
Economically,
The
right?
first, yeah, just economically and practically. The first film was in this episode we just watched. The
Rear
episode I just
Window.
watched was 2 things. It talked about Barbie and it talked about Oppenheimer. Barbie was mostly CGI, but Oppenheimer actually was one of the first ones that did use a combination of CGI and practical shots.
Okay, question about that. So I know like they're like they advertise Oppenheimer as like we use like real film reels. How do
Yes.
they edit it?
They
Well, no, they
literally just
digitize it.
digitize it,
But
yes.
then how do
the
they put
reels.
it back onto the film reel?
They just print it back out. Watch the video. It actually, like, literally watch the series. I sent you the first one. I'll send you the guy's channel. You can even post his channel on the like this little part. You can put it on the screen.
It's actually back. This reminds me because right now I'm
Called the
learning.
Move It Rabbit Hole. It's
film
called the
reel
Movie
works.
Rabbit Hole.
No,
and
I'm learning
it's-
how to use like a 16mm camera in like my
Ooh, that's
cinema
fun.
production class. So we're gonna
And
learn
like,
how to.
oh yeah, and they actually talked about the first time CGI was ever used in any film. You want to guess?
The Muppet.
Rear
Give
Window.
me the year. Give me the year.
Give me
Yeah.
1 second. 1958.
What the fuck?
It was.
Hitchcock film is my guess.
It was a Hitchcock film.
Was it The
Psycho?
Birds?
It was. I'm pretty sure it's a Hitchcock film. I might be wrong.
Vertigo.
Yes, it's
I
the
said
intro to
that.
Vertigo. You know the intro sequence that has the little spiral stuff
we watched
happening?
it in
That was
video
all
production,
CGI.
Nikola.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait,
that was
but
the
there must
first
be
ever
like
one to use CGI.
But it's
Before
like-
that, what they did was matte painting, where they would
Yeah.
paint the scene, and that was all the way back till even before like 1938.
Like Wizard of Oz.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Well, Wizard
no,
of Oz
that's-
used some,
That's technical.
but it was but
Technicolor though.
Wizard of Oz was mostly Technicolor. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, when you say like CGI, there's probably
Gone with the
different
Wind
defini-
was like the first colored one. It was like the first colored matte painting film.
Yeah. But when you say CGI, there must be like different definitions of what
Yeah,
CGI
that's one of the things
is.
they talk about. They say whenever anybody in VFX talks to anybody who isn't into VFX, they just use CGI as a blanket term. But if anybody talks to anybody inside CGI, they actually break down into what something is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Because, like,
computer
there's
generated
Marvel
image
Just
CGI.
means
because
literally
nobody
everything.
actually, yeah, because nobody actually understands what CGI is. They talk about
Yeah.
it in the latest episode. That's what I'm saying. I actually like highly recommend
Yeah, I
watching
might
this
watch
if you're
it. It
into
seems very interesting.
if you're into films. It's I mean each episode's only like 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes long. It's really not that long, and it's really good. Like the first one
Yeah.
talks about like you know how Top Gun Maverick, they were talking about like all the G's are practical, everything is real.
Yeah.
They're not wrong. Like the planes were technically real and the G's were real, but the planes that we see in the film are not.
Yeah.
They're overlaid onto the actual films, they're onto the actual planes, which makes sense because the F-14 cannot fly anymore. The
Okay,
Su-57 cannot be filmed
so the
by Americans.
cockpits were like actually filmed, and the like pilots basically did loop-de-loops to make the actors feel the G's.
Kind of, but not even, because there's like literally one scene in. Oh, this was a funny comparison he made in the most recent episode, where one of the scenes in Top Gun Maverick had more CGI than the final scene in Avengers Endgame, than the final battle in
No way.
Avengers Endgame.
It's just,
Because the
that
Avengers
cannot be
Endgame-
right.
No,
100%
because the Avengers
CG.
Endgame is like a practical set with a blue screen in the back, while that shot, except for Tom Cruise, everything else was CGI.
Not Tom Cruise.
I'm starting to theorize that Tom Cruise is actually a CGI.
Yeah, he's just not a real person.
I mean, that would
He was
make-
sold
it
to
makes
Scientology.
sense.
It'd make things a lot
He was
I mean,
sold to
yeah,
Scientology.
It would make sense because
And then also
guys, he
how
hasn't
many
aged in a while.
and then also how like many marketing
Hasn't
departments try to hide
aged in a while.
CGI. Like in the Barbie, when they were doing behind the scene Barbies, even though they did have blue screens, they actually keyed out the blue screens and put in the background to make it
That's-
seem like it was
that's
like an
scummy.
actual
That's
background.
scummy.
Or in one of the Mission Impossible films, there was like two versions of the trailer. One of it was like Tom Cruise with his wires and like getting pulled out of an explosion. And like you could see like on the camera like what they were currently filming. The second version, they keyed out his wires, and on the camera they just put like the final shot that showed up in the movie, so it looked like the entire thing was like done practically, even though it wasn't
Wait, I
real.
don't think that's really scummy. I think that's just like filmmaking, like
Well, that's just marketing.
Okay, but you're
yeah.
you're
Yeah.
lying to them about it being practical.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what this entire series is
Yeah.
setting out to
I mean, as
achieve.
long as you
It's, like,
just
trying
say,
to-
yeah, we use some CGI, it's fine. But if you say,
yeah, that's what this
was-
entire this entire series is talking about, how VFX artists aren't credited enough because marketing departments
That
don't
is
want to,
bad.
because they don't want to say that there's any CGI in this.
Yeah.
So they want it. So even though, despite movies that say they have no CGI, they have super long credit runs with VFX artists inside because they do.
And Beck can feel that pain as a guy who wasn't credited on the Prom reveal
And it's
video.
and this entire
Yeah,
entire
it
series is
hurts.
just to challenge the idea that no CGI really exists. It's that everything really does use CGI.
Yeah, you know, my films
So-
also have used CGI a lot.
Yeah. I actually, the Spider Sense. I highly recommend watching
Yeah.
this series.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
actually-
fucking it's like Ted, you know, like that's no, Ted obviously has insane CGI, right? Because like
Wait,
that's like
Ted's
the
not
entire
real?
teddy bear.
It's real.
Yeah,
Beck.
Beck.
It's real.
You're telling me it's not just a puppet?
You're saying
not
the
just like
it's
real
not
theory
like
come to life?
it's not like R2D2. It's just
Yeah.
some guy inside a statue.
But
I mean,
yeah,
They could have done that.
You're saying
Would've
Seth
been a little
MacFarlane
cramped.
didn't run around the house?
I know he did. He did do that though.
he did
He
do
did
that.
actually do
Yeah,
that. I want to see the behind the
But,
scenes for that. That'd be so funny.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
well, I guess that'll be my recommendation when we
But for now, we
But I
have
guess-
Get
Uri
to that.
with the darkest documentary yet.
So Beck, have you heard "Rape Me, Rape Me, Rape Me, Rape Me"?
No, Uri.
I've
No, 'cause-
seen that.
Wow, okay, talk to Aiden about it then.
So "Rape Me, Rape Me, Rape Me" is a
Oh,
documentary. No, Beck,
this
it's
is
not a
a
real
real thing?
fucking document.
Okay, I was like, wait, this is real. Oh, this completely ruins my joke of me going along with it. No.
No, it's not a real
I
documentary.
think I know
Beck.
who was on Epstein's list.
But
in
you
this
looked it
group.
up. Wait, so you knew
Okay,
he was
but,
lying the entire time, Uri?
Yeah, no, Beck. I actually, American Nightmare never existed. I never watched any
it,
documentary.
Uri. I watched
What,
the
you
first
did?
episode and a half. I forgot to put it on the list, but yeah.
Wait, you did?
but-
I thought you
Parents
never
were
watched
watching it, and I
that.
was like, fine, it's on, I'll watch it.
It was interesting.
The knowing what happened kind of ruined a lot of the tension, but it was still very good.
Yeah, it's very good. The second episode is the best because like you hear from her side.
Yeah,
And it's very dark.
It
But
is.
no, I didn't watch. I didn't watch. I have.
What is Argylle?
oh, it came out like today. I'm seeing it Sunday.
Yeah, but what is it?
I wanted to see it, but I guess I can't see it with Beck
already made
anymore.
We can see
plans,
it.
I'm sorry.
We can see it together. Oh,
Yeah.
Agent
Alright.
Argylle? Is that the one?
It's just
Yeah.
called Argylle.
Oh, yeah, but it's about that Agent Argylle thing. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Oh,
Okay,
if
I
you
wa-
want to watch that, Aiden, we can watch it together.
Yeah, I'll watch it with you.
Getting cucked back.
Wow, so sad.
Okay, well, that's
No.
because Beck chose to watch it without us.
Yeah,
Oh,
Watch it
that's his
again. If
fault.
you guys if you both are going, I'll see it again.
I plan on going. I said when I saw like the trailer,
Guys, this is getting terrible reviews.
I would like to see it.
You said it in that exact same tone before for Hoodwinked. I swear.
This is getting
Was
terrible
good.
reviews.
So
Is it only in theaters right now, or is it going to be somewhere else?
It's in theaters right now.
but it's
Yeah.
getting
Is this one
terrible
also
reviews.
on
I
Apple
already had
TV?
the twist spoiled for me. So yeah, that's fun.
Well,
Okay.
it's one of three things, right?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's either the cat is the spy or the lady is the spy.
Hmm.
Oh, I think she's just the writer.
Well, okay, but the plot from 4 years ago said that she has amnesia.
Yeah, literally.
Oh.
That's
What?
what I saw.
Guys, don't spoil the.
It's going to be like a
Argylle right
triple
now.
agent
We
thing.
gotta have a spoiler
Yeah.
warning over it now.
No, okay. So the thing.
I got motion.
So you got those what? Is that beer?
Bark
you being-
root beer.
Wow.
Bark
Beer. Okay,
boot
I watched
beer.
so far. I watched like
I'm
3
a bark
episodes
household.
of two things of
Cool.
2 TV shows.
Cool.
And so
The
the first TV show is
Sopranos.
called. Like, no, I did not watch The Sopranos.
Wow.
I already did that rewatch. I watched My Beck Academia. Now,
You
My
watched-
Beck
You watched
Academia.
My Hero Academia? Oh my god, bro! What did he think?
No, I didn't watch My Hero Academia.
Hurry!
Um,
How could
I was
you? I
lying,
feel
but-
lied to.
I was lying. I was lying.
He is
You just
lying.
betrayed
You
his
lied about
trust. I
2
can't
things
believe
so far, Hurry.
Okay,
Yeah.
now here's the third
It's
lie.
supposed to be
I watched-
my job to spread
I
misinformation.
only watch security recordings of Beck's room. That's the only
That sounds
thing I
really
really
fun.
That's the only
Wow.
thing I really watch. Guys, I can tell you the wild shit Beck does when he's alone.
Wow.
Guys,
That'll
he
be
has an
episode
owl-
70 special.
He has the Dune worm
I
popcorn
do
bucket,
have I
except it's
do
Hootie's,
own the Dune sandworm popcorn bucket.
except it's Hootie's throat,
Guys,
Shut the
you see that
fuck-
little thimble on
and he
You see
uses
that
it
little
for
thimble
various
on his
purposes
thimble?
beyond eating popcorn.
Guys, Beck has violated that symbol a lot.
Wow.
You know,
It's the proper size for him.
it is the proper size.
Can we
But,
move on
I'll
to what
stop-
you're
I'll
actually
stop.
watching?
Okay, so
And
guys,
so far, there's
there
been
is
3 insulting me.
Fine, I'll
Great.
insult Nikola
Aiden hasn't
next.
said anything.
Okay, so have you guys? There's this show. It just finished its show. It's like a mini series. It's called The Curse,
Oh,
and
I heard about this. I really want to see it, but I don't know what it's on.
it's on like it's on kind of like an abyss of like it's a Showtime show, but Paramount owns Showtime, so I guess if you can get Paramount Showtime to get this show, but you can also get Showtime and Paramount through Amazon, which is what I'm watching it on.
Mm.
And it's a very confusing streaming mess, you know.
But it
But,
has Nathan
essentially-
Fielder, which is really good.
So Nathan Fielder, who infamously did The Rehearsal and Nathan For You, so he teamed up with Benny Safdie, who, if you remember, played Edward Teller in Oppenheimer, and him and his brother make their own like movies and shows. But now they've split up, but that's not part of it. So they made this show. Emma Stone is like the lead actress. Nathan Fielder plays like the lead actor, and they're essentially playing like a couple. I mean, they're a couple, and this couple owns like a home network show where they kind of flip houses and they do it like for philanthropy. It's called Flip Antherthy. So it's like they're
I mean, it's a parody of
philanthropy,
those
but they're flipping-
HGTV shows, right?
yeah, it's a parody of those shows, and so it's like they're doing it, but then there's this underlying like dark, because on screen everything's like really happy, but off screen it's more of a darker show. It's like a very dark show, and anyway, so
I
the
heard
main
it didn't
idea
get like
with the
terrible reviews from like audience, but
it got
insane from
terrible
critics.
reviews, but critics loved it. So, and it's one of those shows that's very, very.
Isn't there a show that's like
uncomfortable
the
to watch.
opposite right now on Netflix that's like super poorly rated by critics? Like critics says it's horrible, but reviewers have said it's like really good.
You
Not
said
aware
critic and
currently.
reviewers saying opposite things, and they're both synonyms. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, the idea of the curse. So they say, go give that girl like a girl like who's like just a girl walking on like a street who's like offering to sell like Sprite cans. Like she says, go give that girl some money so we can film it.
Go
Mm.
on an
So he goes to
adventure.
film the guy, like they're like this pretty slimy like director guy who's filming them. He's like the third main character. So he's filming like the husband. The wife's like not part of it right now. So the husband goes up and like he offers to buy all of her Sprite minis for like $100. So he gives her $100.
Mm.
They close the camera. He goes back. He's like, I'm actually going to need that $100 now. So he takes the money back out of her hand,
Shit.
and he says,
No.
"I curse you." And that's the idea of like, and like he's okay. He's like, you know what? I'll fine. I'll give you $20. I'm going to go into the ATM and I'll give you $20. By the time he comes back out, she disappears, and yeah. So that's the idea of the curse. And so right now we're pretty early on. We're gonna see. It's like we're gonna probably see how this curse affects this entire relationship. Like, because obviously a little girl saying a curse, it shouldn't really mean much, but like on a more symbolic level, it's kind of representing kind of like
How
the nature.
Yeah, like reality shows just doing all this stuff and then going behind people's back and screwing them over.
Yeah, and so we're definitely gonna see how this shows evolves into a much darker like lens in the relationship. I'm only 3 episodes in. It's very good, very uncomfortable, but yeah, they do this thing where like the guy, we see him peeing and he has a very small penis, and
What
like
show?
what, Beck?
I don't know. I'm very
I can
confused.
relate to that.
It jumped very
Is that the
quickly.
symbol again?
I'm just saying this is many in the first step. There's like many subplots. He has a very small penis, and
Heck.
like at dinner, like the dad's all like he gives her like a small carrot, and she's all like, "Dad, don't come on, Dad." And then the dad talks to the husband like the gardening room and says, some tomatoes are big and some tomatoes are small. And we're like the small tomatoes, but we gotta work with what we've got, the dad says.
Mm.
And then he says, what really makes my tomatoes really grow well? When I pee on the
Urine.
soil. Yeah,
Well,
urine.
Obviously, the grass is always greener when you water with your wiener.
And
So
then,
like,
and then he proceeds
It's
to
just that
pee right in front
nitrogen
of the
from your
husband
penis.
on the soil. He proceeds to do that. So
Mm.
yeah, it's a very interesting
It's
show.
a comedy,
and
right?
It's more of a dark
Because
comedy,
I feel
a
like you
black
have
comedy.
Nathan Fielder in there. It's like one of the funniest people around. I feel like you'd want to put in more
Yeah,
of a comedic
it's more of a
role.
dramedy. It's a black dramedy,
Mm.
black comedy, black
Hey,
drama.
what does race got to do with this? You mean jolly people?
wow, jolly people.
And it's very good. But guys, have you watched the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
I heard it
No.
got good
Did you watch?
reviews.
Did you watch it on the Peacock account that I gave you?
It's not on Peacock.
It's on Amazon
Oh, I thought
Prime.
it
It's
was
on my
Peacock.
cock.
And yeah, but guys, have you seen the movie?
Got
The
him.
movie Mr. and
No.
Mrs. Smith with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. It's a movie where they infamously fell in love on the set of that movie, and that's where
And
they started dating.
That's crazy.
But it's like a movie where it's like these two husband and wife are assassins, but they work for different
Assassination
like
agencies.
companies. Yeah, and so
Oh, I
this
think I've
Is this
movie,
seen
just
that
Spy
before.
X Family?
I'm 90% sure I've seen this before.
yeah, and like I haven't watched the movie. Let's see what it got on tomatoes.
I saw like it was doing good. I saw one rating place. I don't remember where I gave it like a 9 out of 10.
So it has like 60 on Rotten Tomatoes and 6.5 on IMDb, the movie. And so this Donald Glover creation, because he rebooted. So Donald Glover and like another Francesca Sloan, they rebooted this the Mr. and Mrs. Smith into like a show where it's like he plays Mr. Smith, and like Maya Erskine from Pen 15, she playing Mrs. Smith. And so it's like they're kind of following like the movie, which I feel like is a really good concept, but I feel like it works way better in like a movie, in like a TV show format, almost kind of like similar to Ted, where it's like it feels like a much stronger idea in television format.
Yeah.
Because like I guess you can do like this idea of like a husband and wife were assassins, but so far. It's been working. I haven't seen the movie, but I feel like it's working better in this TV show.
Nice.
And so I'll give it just a quick rundown of the first episode. So we started off and like they're talking to like some screen, and they're saying like they apparently it's like a dark building, and they're talking to this thing on the screen, like a bunch of different questions, like interview questions. And they're like, are you willing to relocate? And then we find out that instead in this movie, instead of working at like different agency companies, they're working together for the same mysterious company, and they're living in like a house, and they kind of have like a new mission each episode so far in the first 3 episodes. And they're working on they're like it's kind of like a love story with an assassination, because they're being like kind of they're like choosing, they're being married, essentially they're being fake married while they do their missions. And so we're gonna obviously they're gonna fall in love, because that's the way these kind of stories work. Like you can't just like pretend to be fake married to someone and not fall in love with them, because that's it's kind of like a love story, which is more dark. And we're definitely seeing that thread being followed through. In the first episode, like they're getting to know each other a bit, and they have to go to this like restaurant where there's like a woman, and she has like she's gonna go get a package. So they follow the woman, like they're waiting for her to get the package, and then they finally manage to get the package after distracting her and swapping the package. And they're told to go send it to this house. They go into the house, and they're all like, there's music playing. They have like a box. They don't know what's in the box. It's pretty heavy. They open the box, and the person's all like, great, you guys are finally here. And she takes out the box, and it's a cake. And they're like,
oh, that's sweet.
and like, oh,
Such a nice person.
they're like,
Must be
really?
a jolly person.
You kind of think like, really, you did all this work to get a
But
cake?
there's a bomb
They
in the
go-
cake.
No.
There is a bomb in the cake. They go out of the house, it explodes,
No.
and they're like,
I can't
and so
believe
then
Beck
they start
called it.
running. And yeah, no, I'm enjoying the show very much right now. 3 episodes in, and it's I'm definitely gonna see I think they're gonna be like a storyline, whereas ultimately they're gonna have to go against the company, because we saw like a little teaser of I think a different different John Smith and Jane Smith, where like they're hiding out in a house, and like there's some people after them and they kill them. So I think they're gonna find out that they're gonna have to go against this company. But it's a very good show that I think it's like it's a new kind of take on like a love story. So yeah. Well,
All right.
does anybody have anything left to say?
Nope, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
All right.
I guess recommendations
Is that
are
CGI
left.
thing? I'm probably gonna watch it.
The recommendation, yeah, if you can't have any streaming services, would be that YouTube thing. Anybody have anything that's like an actual movie or film though?
Hazbin Hotel.
wait.
It's all out now.
Uri,
Watch it.
Uri, where you
Formula
are right
One
now.
Drive to Survive. Get indoctrinated.
Uri, where you are right now, it's February 3rd, right?
Let's check.
Wait, guys, today's
It
Groundhog's
is.
Day.
Yeah. It is, yeah. But Uri, will you wish
Yeah.
someone will you wish a special someone happy birthday now that you're on their birthday day?
You have to call someone.
Happy.
He
Is
doesn't
it your
have-
birthday?
No, it's Elmo's birthday, February
Oh.
3rd.
Happy birthday!
I thought it was
Let's all
Aiden's
sing.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
birthday
to
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday to you.
you.
Happy
Happy birthday, dear Elmo.
Elmo.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to you.
We're sorry that guy beat you up on live TV.
That was really rude of Larry David, and I can't believe he said he would do it again, and also he did it because Elmo was asking people about mental health, and he was tired of hearing
It's
it.
Groundhog's
so
Day.
true.
No, it's Elmo's birthday.
Guys, always use
Always
Celsius.
use Celsius.